Hey everyone, welcome to the reading for today. We're going to see what you guys need to know right now. It's a collective general reading, okay? It could be past, present, or future, so you're going to know best how this fits for you, where it resonates for you, okay? Now, let's just see what you guys need to know right now. What's important in the collective right now. I hope you guys are all doing well. So, what's going on? Okay, we have the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Okay, the Knight of Pentacles, the Three of Wands, and the Hermit. Okay, so it kind of looks like there's someone here looking towards the future. Now, this could be you or someone you're dealing with, but there's someone looking for the answers. They're searching for the answers. They're making a strategic plan. Or they're looking at something very analytical, practical, observant. The Hangman isn't here, but it's like from a higher perspective. It's giving me like trying to approach a situation with wisdom and with practicality, with logic. With logic. Okay, well, maybe that's a bit of the problem because we do have the Ace of Cups here at the bottom. So maybe there's like a bit of emotion missing in the situation. Like someone is maybe being too practical or too logical when they think about something. Maybe there needs to be like 1 cup of emotion like added to the potion. Okay. Cup of emotion. That rhymed. So I just wanted to say because it rhymes. Let's see. What's the Knight of Pentacles here? The Devil. The Sun. The Magician and the Five of Wands. Okay. This has to do with a fight, arguments, some sort of obsession, control, jealousy. I don't know. Again, the Magician is giving me like someone, okay, so someone here is very logical. I can see that. They're in their head. They're logical. They're thinking about something very practically. But again, like just like my last reading, the Magician is giving me like someone filling in the blanks, like with imagination. Like there's something here about someone using their imagination to imagine a certain scenario about a fight, about jealousy, about competition, but like, is that really the truth or is that your imagination? Like, is that someone's projection onto what they think it could be? I don't know. Let's see. What's the Three of Wands? The King of Wands, again. Okay, so yeah. All right, just like my first reading. Okay, King of Wands. The Four of Swords in reverse. A lack of peace, okay? A lack of mental peace, clarity, anxiousness, restlessness. The Ten of Pentacles. The Emperor in the reverse. And this fell on top of the Knight of Pentacles. I don't know why the Emperor's in reverse here. We'll have to see. Okay, the Hermit. The Tower. All right, so there's some sort of shocking moment here. Something is a shocking revelation. There's a lie that's coming apart. Okay, there's a foundation that's being ripped apart here. A shocking thought, maybe even. The Seven of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. Something about Somebody defending themselves here. Someone having to defend themselves. Okay, let's see. Tell me more about this Knight of Pentacles, please. The Two of Cups. Okay, so it has to do with a relationship. The Seven of Cups and someone being confused about a relationship. So this is like somebody outside of you looking in, looking at your relationship with someone and being confused about your relationship. Okay. Why? The Hermit. They've been looking for some sort of answers, okay? The Truth. They've been looking for the truth. They're confused about what's the truth. What's clarity? What's the truth? But they're confused about it, okay? Interesting. So you could have been trying to tell this person the truth, or you could have been trying to show this person the truth. Now, I don't know if whatever the truth that they got ended up just confusing them more. I don't know. What's that about? Let's see. What's the Sun and the Magician? The Eight of Wands. Yeah, some sort of information coming in quickly. Okay. The Nine of Cups. About a wish fulfillment, about a desire, about someone's happiness. Okay, what somebody wants. The Two of Wands, a choice. A choice. Somebody's choices moving forward. Who is that about, though? A King of Pentacles and a King of Cups. Now, okay, so who are these people? Now we have three men here, or three masculine energies. King of Cups, King of Pentacles, King of Wands. The Wheel of Fortune. Who are these people? Or again, I mean, it could also just be, again, that the King of Pentacles, if this is all like, if it's going back to what I was talking about at the beginning, it's like the King of Pentacles being very logical, practical, you know, thinking about something from just like a very practical, methodical kind of a way, okay, a grounded kind of a way, bit of a shallow kind of a way maybe. And the King of Cups being more about the emotional, thinking about it in an emotional way, from an emotionally balanced perspective, okay? I don't know. Let's see. Official person reverse. All right. Well, this is some sort of something illegal, some sort of corruption. Despair. Someone's despair, or somebody being in despair. Now, I feel like, okay, so that's kind of giving me a weird feeling, because that's making me feel like someone is almost like projecting emotions onto you, or imagining how you feel, which, I mean, that can be helpful. It can be helpful to try and put yourself in another person's perspective, right? And imagine how maybe that person felt, maybe how you would feel. It's giving me something like that, but again, the Magician, I don't like this energy of like someone imagining something or using their imagination almost to project like the worst case scenario onto you, okay? So it's like someone is confused about your relationship, about some sort of jealousy, control, fighting, all right? So yeah, maybe in some sort of moments here in a relationship, you did feel sad or you did feel hurt, but then someone is imagining you in that situation and then making it like 10 times worse than what it was. And, you know, so you're sad, but now you're in despair. you're a little bit angry or frustrated, now you're full-blown rage. You know, it's like, I don't know where that's coming from. Let's see. Mask in reverse, not showing true feelings, but it's in the reverse. So you could have been, like I said, I feel like you're being honest with this person about your feelings. Like you're not pretending, you're not hiding anything, okay? Like maybe you were extremely open and vulnerable with someone, okay, even about your emotions. Like you showed even your negative emotions, okay, or maybe sometimes where your shadow side came out a little bit, right? Because you just didn't want to hide anything. Like you didn't want to pretend something, right? Like, okay, let me give you an example of what this is. So there's a person outside of you, right? So this could be anyone. This could be a friend, a colleague, family member, whoever it is for you, okay? And you're telling them about a fight in your relationship, right? Now, some people would, in this conversation, they might only say what the other person did, right? So it's like you're saying, yeah, they did this and they did that and that hurt me, and just shifting the entire conversation over to what your partner did in the fight, right? But you could have been very honest with this person and told them even bad things that you said, okay? Or moments where you were maybe a bit angry or you said mean things. Like you could have just said, you know, yeah, so there was this fight and this happened, but I also did this and I said this, okay? And shown them the whole picture. Like you didn't hide anything. Okay. So because you were very honest, and I don't want to say you were too honest because, you know, I feel like honesty is never too honest. Like you should always be honest, right? But it's almost like your honesty ended up confusing this person because now they have seen maybe a side to you where you were showing them that you are also a human with, you know, anger, frustration, pain, hurt, sadness. But I feel like from your perspective, you didn't want to pretend like you don't feel these things or like only the other person is bad and, or not bad, but only the other person says hurtful things. You never do. It's like, you know, how would that make you look then, right? Kind of make you look like, or maybe it would make you feel like you're putting the other person in a bad light and trying to shield yourself, make yourself look better. But that's not what you did. You didn't do anything to try and make yourself look better. You actually showed the whole picture exactly the way it is. Okay, you didn't hold back. You also showed things about you or said things about yourself, I feel, that maybe don't paint you in the best light, but at least you were honest. Okay. But for some reason, I feel like now whoever you told this information to, they're now seeing it in some sort of a warped, distorted way. Where now there's like projection into it, or like they're imagining things about you, and that maybe that wasn't your intention of like why you shared these things or why you told them these things about yourself. All it was about really was you just not wanting to pretend or hide or, you know, make it look like only the other person says mean things, but you do too sometimes, you know? It's like just being honest. You were just being honest about this. That's what I feel. So, yeah, I don't know. Tell me more about this imagining thing here, this Five of Wands, this energy of someone being confused now. A message in the Seven of Swords, yeah, communication, the Seven of Swords, like, okay, so some sort of manipulative, backstabbing, lying in a message, lying with some sort of communication, which is very interesting because I feel like you didn't lie at all. Like you told this person, you showed them everything, okay? Even like things that, like I said, even things that make you look bad, but it's like, you're not going to hide it and pretend like you're a saint. Okay? I don't know. That's what this gives me. Like, you're just an honest person, all right? Like, you make mistakes too. The Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Wands in reverse. Something being blocked, something being stopped, blocked. Yeah, okay, so there's something here. Again, there's something here about you. It's like someone around you, they want you to be honest with them. Then you're honest with them, and then they judge you. Okay, and then they judge you. But you're being honest. Like, at least you're being honest, I gotta say. Okay, so yeah. Because look, judgment is here at the bottom. Like, you're not telling this person everything or showing them everything so that they can judge you harshly for it. You're doing it because you want them to get the full picture, or you want them to understand, or you want to show something the way that it really was, or how something actually happened, or be honest about the dynamic, you know? And then the other way around is like, so why then would you keep being honest with this person, or why would you keep telling them things or showing them things when there's, I guess, this pattern of you doing that, and then they judge you when that's not what the intention was here. Okay, the intention was, or it wasn't supposed to be about judgment. It was supposed to be about them understanding. Okay. Love call in reverse. Someone expresses love. Yeah, it's like you're not showing just the lovey-dovey messages, okay? You're not just talking about the good things or the loving things, like, you know, Yeah, it's also kind of that that energy of like when you're confiding in someone, or you're talking to someone and you only tell them the bad things. Like, you don't confide in them about the good things and the good times and the happy things and the nice things that happened, or the nice things you do for each other. You're only showing like negative times or negative things or fights. Okay, so that can also then kind of distort and warp someone's perspective if they're only getting the fights or the bad times or the, you know, the discussions. Like, there's someone here, they just don't get the full picture. And yeah, it could be because of what you've shown them, but Coffin, endings bring new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, transition. Endings bring new beginnings. Okay, so something here had to change, it had to transition. I feel like more it's like about like an old way of being, an old way of seeing things. Okay, so tell me more about this this Three of Wands here. The Three of Wands in reverse. Yeah, okay, so someone is trying to look towards the future, or they're trying to figure something out, but then it gets blocked. And then it gets blocked. The Eight of Cups in reverse, the Empress in reverse. Yeah, and it's almost like every time they start to think negatively of you, okay, I gotta be honest. Every time they start to think or judge you, something for them gets blocked. Because that's not what you're supposed to be doing here. I don't know. It's really giving me like, don't ask for the truth. get the truth and then judge someone for their truth, for speaking the truth. Like, well, what is it that you want then? Like, I don't know why this person has a problem like that. The Knight of Pentacles, because they're trying to see it from a very practical, logical, analytical kind of point of view, okay? The Four of Cups. It's like something here is being disconnected from emotion. Like they're not really seeing the emotional side to something. Or it's just only negative emotions that they're seeing or that they're hearing about or that you're telling them about. It's only negative emotions. So that's what's kind of warping their perspective on you, is that yeah, this is like a typical thing where you only, like when you're confiding in your friends or you're confiding in your family members, you're only telling them the negative things. You're only telling them the bad things that happened, the fights that happened, how it's not good, you know, this was bad, like, you know, yeah, obviously, if someone only hears that, then they're going to think, you know, why are you there? Why are you staying? Or why are you in this relationship? You know, because that's all they're really hearing about it. They don't, typically you don't tell everyone like, oh, it's going so well and this happened. I mean, sometimes you do, but not, I don't feel like that's what's going on in this situation, okay? Okay, so, all right. Why is the Hermit here? The Three of Cups. Something about soul tribe, okay, or friends, talking to someone, okay, or something about a party, something about friends. The Six of Pentacles. Giving and receiving, something being given to someone at a party, okay, bad memories from the past. Bad memories from the past. The Knight of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like, or actually tell me about that. I mean, I almost want to say like this, whoever this person is, like they don't have to like be sympathetic towards you, or they don't have to take your side on something, but then at least they should stay neutral and unbiased, right? It's like every time you tell this person something, I guess, they start looking at you negatively and judging you. And then it's kind of like, so why would collective then keep divulging information when that's the reaction every time, you know? I don't know. Because of a divorce or a wedding in reverse, no marriage, no wedding, no union, no marriage. Okay. No breakup, no separation. Okay, so there's something here about the way that they judge you having to do with like, okay, something about your relationship. So they judge your relationship, or they judge you because you don't break up, but you also don't get married. Or you don't break up, but you don't want to get married, or you're not married, but you don't break up, or something like that. Okay. Stabbed in the back. Heartbreak, pain, deception, stabbed in the back. Yeah, I mean, look, if we want to think about something logically, okay, like this person, I guess they tend to do, then logically speaking, people in relationships don't just have bad times, right? Like there's obviously a reason why people stay together for a long time, and it's because it's not always just bad times. Okay, like everybody goes through bad times in the relationship. Everybody has things that they have to work through, but that doesn't mean it's all bad, all tension, all negative emotions all the time. Like there's obviously something that keeps you together, right? You just maybe don't talk about it all the time. Yeah, I don't know why this is such a big deal, okay, really, but I guess it is. So the Page of Swords in reverse, because of somebody lying, being manipulative, being critical, being mean words, okay, being mean, saying mean things, okay, or being very critical or only having negative things to say. Yeah, like I said, like if you're talking to your friends or people that you confide in, then, and you need someone to talk to about things, like, that's kind of what you talk about. Like, I don't know. I feel like this is a very normal thing. Like, isn't it? The Queen of Pentacles in reverse. The Seven of Cups in reverse. No more illusion here about someone being manipulative, lying. Something about a party, okay? A group of friends. The Six of Wands in reverse. Trying to humiliate someone when it comes to a party, a group of people. Embarrassing someone in front of a group of people. Or feeling embarrassed in front of your peers. Feeling humiliated and embarrassed in front of others. Yeah, like honestly, look, honestly, okay? There's some people that will lie to everyone around them and only make the other person look bad, to make themselves look better. Okay? You are not someone like that. You will also tell on yourself. Okay, you will also be honest about the role that you might have played in something, okay? Or maybe something that you did that wasn't okay. So at least you're being honest, right? That you're not perfect. And you're also maybe a part of this disagreement or fight in some sort of way. Like you also played a part in it, right? It takes two to tango. So, what is better here? I mean, like, let's weigh this on the scale right now. Like what would be a better way of being then? If somebody here is judging you based off of the things that you say to someone or the things that you do, or things that you have said maybe in the past or how you may have acted in the past, like, okay, but doesn't that show something, at least show something about yourself, that you're willing to admit it? Because you also see it and you can look at it, that this isn't always like the best way that you have handled yourself, Or should you just pretend like you're perfect and you never make mistakes? Like, should you just pretend like you're a saint? I don't know. I mean, this one is kind of weirding me out, this reading. I don't know. Okay, what's the Tower? The Lovers. The Tower is your relationship, the Lovers. Okay. And something about love. Okay, yeah, love can be very hard. Like love, you can love someone and it'd be difficult. You can love someone and sometimes it's just hard. It's just stressful. Okay, that doesn't mean that you don't love each other. Yeah, something here about something being unfair. The 9 of Swords. Yeah, like being stuck in your head maybe sometimes, okay? It's like, also at least like maybe it makes me feel like when you've been unfair maybe, okay? Or someone else is being unfair, but at least you can recognize that, okay? And admit to it. Relationships are difficult. Like the 10 of Wands and the Lovers and the Ace of Cups, that means it's true love. It's a true love connection. You really love each other, but sometimes relationships are difficult. Okay, they're hard sometimes, right? Because you're two individuals trying to be together 24/7. Like it can be difficult. Like, are we kidding? Okay. So I don't know. Let's see. What else? The 2 of Cups in reverse, a breakup. The Knight of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, okay, so then now we have this breakup energy here again. Okay, somebody looking at something very practically, logically. Now, I don't know if this is you or someone else. I don't know. What's that about? The 8 of Swords, feeling stuck and trapped in your head. Or someone is, or stuck in a mindset right now. Yeah, the 6 of Wands in reverse. Someone here is trapped and stuck in some sort of mindset or a limiting belief. That has to do with like looking down on someone or seeing someone in a negative light, or what is that about? Lightning, sudden change, shocking news, and epiphany. Who's having the epiphany? Okay. About not liking someone, not wanting to date someone. I don't like you. I like you in reverse. Or maybe, again, this is like maybe saying negative things about someone else, like talking bad about your partner, or maybe saying things that are like a bit unfavorable. Okay. Twin flames. Yin yang zen balance, duality. A union. Complement each other. Yeah, something is balanced. And I feel like it's, the bad times and the good times. But it's just tricky when outsiders or like third parties, of course, they're going to see more of the negative times because they're not there for the good times, okay? And most of the time, the good times are just very, it's not much to talk about. It's just like the everyday, unless there's big events, right? But for the most part, third parties only hear about the negative things that happen. So there's balance here. Like, you do have a balanced relationship, you do. But it's also something about like someone here being stuck in a way of thinking, or because I don't think that's you. I don't think that's you. Third party interference in reverse. Yeah, there's like third parties that don't really know, okay? Or you also don't let third parties, really interfere, maybe even in your way of thinking. I don't know. Okay, what's the closing words here for this one? The Page of Pentacles in reverse, not investing into something, a bad investment, bad financial news. The Eight of Pentacles, working on something. A Queen of Swords in reverse. A Queen of Swords in reverse. Yeah, it's like it's like coming from the perspective that someone is cold-hearted, is mean, is icy, doesn't care, which I just find very strange because, like, I feel like you've just been trying to be honest with someone. Like, I don't know. This is really like you're trying to just show someone or tell someone that, no, it's not just the other person. Like, it takes two to tango. Like, you also have, you've also played your role in something, I should say. And then all of a sudden you're being portrayed as being the ice cold mean one. Like, I feel like you were just trying to be honest. Like, I don't know. This is a bit strange. Soulmate, soul connection, partnership, and agreement. Yeah, something about your relationship. Okay. Heartbroken, deeply hurt, sad, separation. Yeah, things that you might have said when you were hurt. Things that you might have said to someone when you were grieving, when you were hurting, when you were sad about something. Okay. Heart with a key, and then a chaser in a codependent relationship, fear of abandonment, welcoming love, meeting the one, having a fear of abandonment, and then being with the one, being heartbroken about a relationship. Man, I really feel like someone here has a lot to say about you and your relationship and who you are and how you are. Okay. Yeah, and they have outdated thinking, okay? They have outdated thinking. They're like stuck now in one way of seeing you, one way of perceiving you, one way of thinking about you. Like, now they're judging you, okay? And that's the only way that they can see it, I guess, from now on. Now they're just stuck in this way of thinking about you. So they have this bias about you now where they're judging you in a certain way. And now they've put you in this box, and that's where you are. And everything that you tell them after that is just going to keep putting you in the same box. So they're closed-minded now. All right, well, that's their opinion. Okay, they can have their opinion. If that's how they want to think about you, then you're not going to sit there and try and change their mind. Okay, if that's their opinion, all right, you can have that opinion. Okay, but you know who you are. You know who you are, you know what you are, and you know what you're not. You're not going to sit there and try to prove to someone that should know who you are and how you are. You're not going to sit there and prove to them that you're different or that you're not what they say you are. It's like, if you want to think that, okay, fine, go ahead. That's your opinion. All right. That doesn't change how you feel about yourself or what you know about yourself. That's like when someone calls you a narcissist. You're not going to sit there and argue with them about the fact that they just called you a narcissist when you know you're not a narcissist. All right, if that's what you think, then go ahead and think that. If that's your opinion, you're not going to sit there and try and change their mind. They should know you're not a narcissist. They should know that about you. So if they want to put you in that box, go ahead. All right, that's their opinion. Why should you waste your time proving something to them that they should already know? All right, that's this, okay? You're not going to waste your time. It's like if someone is around you and someone knows you, then they should know you and they should know how you are and what you're not, okay? So, all right, who's this? Aries and a brother, a Taurus, October, April, July, and December. Okay, November. All we got is Aries and Taurus. All right, and a brother. So I'm gonna leave it at that. Okay, I hope this helps, guys. Thanks for watching. Until next time, bye.